when I did see Vincenzo's approach, and it didn't surprise me, you know, I had to, you know, put as many great people together as I could. My great producer, Matt Klosky, who certainly pulled together some great people. Vincenzo pulled together a lot of favors. So when you get that kind of enthusiasm behind a project, you can do a lot more than you could on a straight up, okay, we got to pay everybody's due. There was a lot of donated and piled on services.
Yeah, I'm used to working in the studio, which has its advantages, but there is something confining about it. And when you get out into a big open space, it's actually, for somebody like me, who spends a lot of time in small rooms, because I spend a lot of time writing and not making movies, it's incredibly exciting. It's exhilarating. The city of Toronto was very helpful. We got to shut down one of the major avenues for very little or no money.
First of all, we had 2 days, and you know, the budget was pretty modest, right, compared to I think what we put out on the street, what you guys put out on the street. So I think Cartilage and your whole team just blew us away. I showed up, I remember, and looking up at the clock tower and knowing where we were going to take it in post. You know, thanks to the Alter Ego guys, like what they were going to do and destroy it. It was such a beautiful, beautiful perspective down in that clock tower, right?
Everything's going by so smoothly. Also helps that everyone's so easy to work with. Matt and Maggie from our end, and just everyone just seems to be pulling through together. Alter Ego, I mean, they're really stepping up. They're really collaborative as well. Like, it feels like everyone's involved in the process.
It was an incredible experience, and I think the whole team there was so professional, and they were so generous in donating time and energy, and clearly everybody was seized by the cause. It was like being part of a Hollywood production. And I love what I do. I know Krista loves what she does, and we do great work at Heart and Stroke, but it's not often you get to make movies.
Yeah.
So it was certainly a lot of fun to be out there doing that.
People are actually gravitating to want to be a part of it, to donating their time, to donating their expertise, and I think we had no sense of how big it was going to be, and I really felt that on the set.
Of course, it's all about transforming those locations, and we were shooting on a very clean street right in the financial center of Toronto, and we had to turn it into this apocalyptic or post-apocalyptic environment, and we had about 5 hours to do that because we only had the street for half a day. And so not only did we have that limited amount of time to shoot, but we also had we had to dress it as well. In fact, I don't know how she did. She had it was herself and like 4 guys, and somehow they moved a car and they set it on fire and they put sandbags down and made it look like a war zone. It's probably everyone's fantasy to dirty up Toronto. Toronto's a very clean city, so there's, I think, an unconscious desire on everyone's part to destroy it. And so it was fun destroying Toronto.
Ready and action!
Anybody want a hug?
Thank you very much, folks. That's a wrap.